Hi, my name is Kim Caves. I'm out here in the foot of the Rocky Mountains, which is one of the most glorious places to live. I help small and medium businesses figure out a purposeful, meaningful, and focused pursuit of winning business. If you don't know where your next big deal is coming from or where your revenues are going to come from after the pandemic, then you need to set out a strategy that has a purpose and helps you build habits. Bringing in large deals is almost as much work as it is to bring in those small deals. So if you find you're reacting to leads that you're getting and it's very unpredictable and you're not sure where your next sale is going to come from, this is a good time to take a look at what you can do to set up a plan. We set up a Reaching Your Everest, a sales journey, as a metaphor for reaching enormous new peaks in your business. And I'm here in this setting in the Rocky Mountains just to demonstrate how appealing and exhilarating it is to set a plan and know you have the right tools to go each step of the way up your peak to Everest. So we first started out with Base Camp, and it's really talking about understanding the new needs of your customers. And let me just tell you a little story. I was at a very large renovation show, a renovation store yesterday. And I was taking back some flashing and 10 feet long, and it was a windy day, and it dumped onto the ground as I was entering the store, and the store manager didn't want to take it back. It was $10. It wasn't the $10. It was sort of the principle of the whole thing. And I said, hey, come on, give me a break. I wrestled with it with my cast on and that sort of thing. And he's like, hey lady, you don't understand how we're losing business every day for people bringing in returns like you. And you're just in your 30s. Haha, I had a big mask on. He says, how can you possibly understand big business? Well, what if that same manager would have said to me, hey, I really understand that you're going through some pains. I see that this isn't always your condition, and maybe we can work something out. So by understanding and giving me some empathy, that would have made a big difference, and I certainly would have entertained the idea about going to shop at that store more frequently as I had been. So think about your prospects. What are they faced with? I mean, everybody's got a bit of a cast on these days. Life is different than we knew it before. And what we really want to do is empathetic selling. In other words, putting ourselves in the shoes of the other person and the client to really understand what their problems are, because we're only going to make sales when we are solving customer problems. So in our next webinar coming up August 18th at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to talk about the buyer's journey. And I can assure you that, again, in the last few months, they also have injuries and might be a little bit handicapped, and they're going to be faced with so many new challenges. One of them is governance. In companies and supply chain, governance is more critical than ever, and we need to understand what governance means to the new buyer, because we want to get those big clients into our list of customers. They make great references, they give you predictable revenue. So let's try to figure out where those buyers are handicapped, informal networks, formal networks, and politics between all of them. I'm going to help you understand how to navigate through an organization and build your own strategy so that you're mapping the right conversations to each one of those buyers. And I guarantee you will slowly work your way up to Everest. We call this Camp 3, the Lhotse Wall. Again, August 18th. At 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. If you want to see Webinar 1, which was Base Camp, kind of setting the stage for you building a new set of skills, and then on to Camp 2, Webinar 2, which talked about mapping your route. If you don't have a route, you're probably going to see lots of shiny rocks along the way and want to get distracted. Those two webinars are on my website, kimcaves.com, and please reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you and what you're challenged with today. hello@kimcaves.com. Thanks for listening. See you on the 18th. Oh, I hope that recorded. Please. Oh, if it didn't, I'll be so upset.